to Stock Charts Trading. Today we have XLNX, and as you can see, we start off, we have an uptrend. Next, in that uptrend, we have a pullback, which I love this kind of pullback because it is a megaphone. Now, megaphone is a broadening pattern. That means as price goes out, it gets wider and wider. And as you can see, right now we are in our channel with a broadening pattern support. And so let's take a look at what we think price will do next. So if you see these lows on the left side of your screen, from these lows up to these highs, we have 7 days, about $10. Next, we have these lows over to these highs. It's about 7 days, $11. Again, we have lows up to highs, 7 days, $10. Lows to highs, $7, 4 days. If we average that up, we have a price movement of $9, and it takes about 6 days to do that. So what we're anticipating here is at this $82, we should go up and on average around $9, which takes us back to the highs of $91.50, and it's going to take about 6 days to do that. If you were to enter at support of the megaphone pattern, it'd be about $81. If you were to wait for the 35-degree angle, it would be around $83. Your support level, which is a gap right there, adds $79.75. As you can see, here's gap, and here is also resistance, which then came down and made new support. So that's why we're using that $79.75 support level. And your target would be all the way up here at $82. So we have XLNX, and we would look at the May 15th at the money calls. Those would run about $2.87. So using our theoretical price parameters at May 14th, if price were to go up $9, that would make the option value $9.45. So if you were to get into this option under $3, that would give you over 200, maybe 250% profit. Well, good news for us, we got into the trade yesterday, but before we were able to edit this thing and get it out to you, price had already moved up. Again, what we're looking for is a long-term up trade here off of this support level, megaphone pattern. And one of the easiest ways to manage the trade is just come off of the bottom, take your draw tool and find that 35% line and go ahead and draw it in so that you know that this is kind of your support area, right? So if price goes up and then comes back down, maybe hits that line and then comes up again, comes back down, you have a confirmation that here should be your resistance until you find that low. Because it's kind of hard to identify where that low is going to be. But with that 35-degree angle, it really helps because we see it over and over again until you get that price to come back. We know that this thing isn't going to shoot straight up to $82. There's going to be a pullback somewhere. So until you get that pullback, use that 35% angle line. We have another film about that you can watch over and over. You can make your system correctly around that rule. So as we were recording yesterday, we got into that trade, and before we were able to edit that thing, it's already taken off. But what I want to go ahead and talk about is how to manage this trade. But as we know, price isn't going to go right here straight up to $82. And so what's going to happen, we're probably going to come back, maybe a gap fill right in here, and then that would be our leg 2. Then, of course, we'd have the takeoff, which would be bigger than leg 1, which would be 3. Then we come into leg 4, and then leg 5. Maybe we have an extension here. But a big question that always happens is where's price going to come back to? What I like to use as a rule is my trend line. I go off of the support. I take that draw tool at the bottom, the lowest low, and I go up and I take a 35-degree angle. And so I'm going to use that as a generic support for my pullback. So if price comes back into that 35-degree angle, I am 100% okay because I know with a pullback, you're going to have leg 3 happen at this. At least you'd have an ABCD pattern, which would be A to B, B to C, and then out again and up, which would do a gap fill off of this here. So at least I know we're going to go up to $87. So don't be afraid of a little pullback. Draw your 35-degree angle and adjust as needed.